Crazy good. Regular season, the Saints have been hurting a little bit. 1-3 against Minnesota since 27, worst record against any opponent. There you saw the magnificent kicks of Alvin Kamara. And there he is, just running away from everybody in purple.
Oh. Okay, that's mean.
Listen, it's going to be a long game. He's going to score a lot. It's only 3 minutes in. You got to pace yourself. Okay. Dalvin Cook, as good as it gets on the other side in terms of running back, plows in from 15 yards out. It's tied at 7. Later in the first, Saints first and goal. There's 0-41. He's in. So you thought maybe after Drew Brees came back, was not terrific in his first one. Maybe they're trying to reacclimate him to the Wild a little bit, but not so much. 216 offensive yards in the first quarter for the Saints, most in an opening quarter in the last 30 seasons. Who's that? Let me guess. Kamara?
Yep.
Perfect. It's like you almost don't even have to look at it.
You just look at the cleats.
5 yards out, touchdown there. 3 rushing touchdowns first half. Second time he's done that in his career. Third quarter, 1st and 10, plus territory. There goes Kamara again. He's running. He's punishing them. 17 yards on that one. I feel like we should reward him. So let's get him another touchdown. What are we up to, 4 at this point? Good for him. Yep, first player with 4 touchdowns on Christmas in NFL history. Let's expand let's expand the calendar and get rid of not just Christmas. Let's get through everything. Vikes, Kirk Cousins, play action. Irv Smith Jr. So 31-27. We still have a game here, right? We can't, just even though Kamara's living large, we've got more to pay attention to. And are we going for 5? I feel a 5 coming on. There you go. That's 20 on the season. So Kamara and the kicks are dominating in this one. Saints, 2nd and 5. Taysom Hill, play action. Kamara shakes a guy, gets free, wags the finger. Can't stop me, they can here because on 3rd and goal, Drew Brees and Kamara on the sideline. So instead of a 6 touchdown, Taysom Hill's going to get one. It's 45-27. Vikes don't give up. They score again. So now it's 45-33. The stat guy has finally gotten to the Saints and said, hey, he could tie Ernie Nevers with 6 rushing touchdowns. Only guy in league history to do that. And the Chicago Cardinal is now matched up with Alvin Kamara. 6 rushing touchdowns. First time a guy in the league has scored 6 since December of 65 when the rookie Gale Sayers did all kinds of things. Run, caught, return the pass in the mud against the San Francisco 49ers. 52-33 is the final in this one. Again, Brees a little bit alarming with his play, just 19 of 26. 300 yards we like, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. We're not so happy, but the day belongs to Alvin Kamara. Green shoe, red shoe, 6 touchdowns and another win for the New Orleans Saints as they're trying to keep pace and stay on the heels of the Green Bay Packers for that overall number 1 seed, because anymore only the number 1 seed gets a bye. There you see the list of the 4 dudes in history, 6 touchdowns. Kamara, we told you about Sayers and Ernie Nevers. We don't have any highlights at the moment. 1951 of Dub Jones.
And we're bringing Mike Tannenbaum back with us to just break this game down and appreciate what we just saw. Everything looked easy for Alvin Kamara today. Everything looked good, including those cleats. What was working for him today?
Ashley, what a historic performance by Alvin Kamara and that Saint offense. They just dominated the line of scrimmage. They averaged 8 yards a carry, which is really remarkable. On the other side of the ball, Minnesota was missing 3 key defenders. Donnell Hunter, Anthony Barr, and today it was Eric Hendricks who was also out. So you take out 3 key defenders as well as some really poor tackling in that Vikings secondary, and New Orleans just dominating up front. Kamara with the 6 rushing touchdowns. Candidly, it could have been more, but when you're averaging 8 yards a carry, you could do whatever you want, and it was a complete domination in the run game by the Saints.
Yeah, certainly. And the Saints are lucky they have Kamara today because Drew Brees was coming off his injury last week, did not look great. He didn't look great today. He had 2 picks. He had no touchdowns. What are you seeing from Drew Brees?
And you know what, Ashley? There were a couple other interceptions that were dropped by the Vikings. If I was the Saints, I'd be really concerned. When Drew Brees is trying to get the ball down the field and outside the numbers, he's really struggling. He's putting a lot of air under the ball. He just doesn't seem to be able to drive the ball with the same strength that we're used to seeing in a Hall of Fame career. And as they get into the playoffs, they're going to be playing much more rugged defenses than what they saw today. Teams are going to compress the field, and he's going to have to throw those defenses out of those tighter coverages. And I don't know if he can. Look, he's 41 years old. He's coming off of a number of cracked ribs, and just don't know if he still has the arm strength to be able to do that.
Yeah, so we saw right there on that graphic that the Saints clinched the NFC South, but where do you see them fitting in the rest of the NFC in general?
Oh, they're clearly behind Green Bay right now. They have some flaws in their passing game. They're going to need Michael Thomas to come back off of IR and make a big impact for them. But I have Green Bay first and then the Saints after that. So not having the 1 seed is going to hurt them. And let's see if Breeze can get healthier and more productive as we get closer to the playoffs.
Mike Tannenbaum, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you.
There's LeBron getting loose. Oh, look, they're in the old Minneapolis Lakers light blue.
Ooh.
Nice. Luka and LeBron coming up on ESPN and ABC. Mavs Lakers. It's the champs and the kid that you want to see, front runner for the MVP.
Yep. Merry Christmas. Oh, what is that?
We're going to say Merry Christmas because we're going to hear Santa Perk, who puts Mariah Carey to shame.
Yeah.
Enjoy Santa Perk.
#1 streaming on Spotify.
Welcome to downtown Los Angeles at the Staples Center, where circumstances still so very different as this city and the nation, of course, continue to fight the pandemic. Normally, it'd be packed with fans outside. But at least inside the Staples Center, we have NBA basketball and LeBron James in his 18th season, along with his all-star partner and fellow champion, Anthony Davis. And here on Christmas Day, they'll face the incredibly talented 21-year-old from Slovenia, Luka Doncic, and the Dallas Mavericks. That's the matchup here in the 4th of our 5 games on Christmas Day. And our different broadcast location as well until we get fans back in the stands, and we hope that will be very soon. And Merry Christmas, everyone.